Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this weekend. Hope you are having a good one. We're going to take a look at 2.5 stories today. We're taking a look at the latest Community Speaks segment with an update on Electroneum. Definitely a fan favorite with many of you out there in the Altcoin Buzz army. We're also going to take a look at Sundar Pichai. He's the CEO of Google. We're taking a look at his son, who's 11 years old and apparently knows more than the Google CEO about Ethereum. He's mining it in a home-built rig. We'll take a look at that very briefly, but let's begin, as always, on altcoinbuzz.io with this opinion piece by Zach. Bitcoin is the brand of cryptocurrency. This might get contentious. Let us know, of course, as we go through this. Think to yourself, do you agree? Do you disagree with this? Give us your thoughts in the comments below afterwards. But branding, writes Zach, is one of the most important facets of business and has been for centuries. Who doesn't know of Apple, Coca-Cola, McDonald's? Certainly Apple doesn't make the best computer. Coke doesn't make the tastiest drink. And when was the last time McDonald's won a tasting award? These companies don't sell the best product. They sell the best ideas and emotions. In other words, their branding speaks to people. And Bitcoin, of course, is similar, right? Bitcoin has just celebrated its 10-year anniversary. It had a major first mover advantage, but it's hardly the best crypto in terms of technology. It's old school, generationally speaking. So you can read here about some other branding examples that Zach brings up, but this phenomenon, he writes, seems to have become part of the cryptocurrency space as well. People shake their heads at the mention of cryptocurrency and say they don't know what it is. However, come to mention Bitcoin, and yes, they have heard of it, for better or for worse. Oftentimes people have heard of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but the word cryptocurrency evokes no emotion, no visceral response. However, when you try Bitcoin, their response is emotional. They've heard of it, they know of it, and somehow have an opinion on it. And as I was just saying, I guess Zach and I agree, but Bitcoin, sorry to all the Bitcoin maximalists out there, definitely does not have the best technology. It doesn't even brand itself. It's open source after all. However, it has inadvertently become the brand of cryptocurrency. And in Zach's opinion, Bitcoin Cash has a hard battle ahead of it if ever it wants to rise above Bitcoin, and that goes for all other cryptocurrencies. And even in the midst of this market retracement, things have been bearish, things have been suboptimal, let's face it, in 2018. The response by Bitcoin is that it has increased its market share, right? It's up above 50% lately and for quite a while now in terms of market dominance. As mass adoption gets near and people move from the outside to within the space, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, writes Zach, will meld into one and the same. Most people make their first investment in Bitcoin, they hear of crypto through Bitcoin, and they think of crypto as Bitcoin. With this in mind, it may take many, many years before Bitcoin is knocked off its top spot, and even if it is the new top coin, we'll have to contend with it being called Bitcoin after all. Bitcoin is the brand, and it's here to stay. Let us know whether you agree with this opinion piece. And just as a thought experiment, if Bitcoin, as Zach kind of pontificates, were ever to be dethroned by some upstart crypto, some coin or some token, what do you think it would be? Do you think Ethereum has the potential eventually down the line, once this market really matures, to knock Bitcoin off the top spot and gain that number one spot in the crypto markets? Maybe it's XRP if it really takes off with the banks. Let us know your thoughts about all things related to Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin brand in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on the issue. And now in our next installment of Community Speaks, we have a big update on Electroneum. Electroneum has been in the news quite a bit lately, and they have announced 4 new exciting developments that strengthen their positions, not only in the crypto markets, but also to the 99% who are not in crypto on their road to mass adoption. The summary of each announcement is below. So number 1, Electroneum now has a fiat pair in euro on the liquid exchange, taking another step toward becoming less dependent on the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's a big one. Number 2, Electroneum is now live and trading on System Coin, Turkey's largest crypto/fiat exchange. This adds 2 more fiat pairs to Electroneum, the ETN Lira pairing and the ETN USD pairing. And you can check out the tweet here by System Coin. Electroneum ETN will be listed on systemcoin.com with BTC, USD, and Turkish Lira pairs. Sign up and get ready for trade. So that's something to be excited about, certainly. And we have covered this in previous studies. Turkey is a very forward-thinking country when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to blockchain in general. And so the question that was posed here, not really a question, but an answer to this survey piece as to whether or not individuals own some cryptocurrency. It's very vague, intentionally so. And you can see that the European consumer on average answered with, 9% of them answered in the positive that they did own some form of cryptocurrency. You can make your way through the list here, all these countries in Europe. Turkey topped that list at 18%. So that's double the continental European average of 9%. While the average European consumer owns cryptocurrency at a rate of about 9%, that rate doubles to 18% in Turkey. Compare that to 7% in Australia and 8% in the US. Third big update, Electroneum has also announced that they have started their first marketing campaign since the ICO. They have started marketing the WooCommerce ETN IPS plugins that allow vendors to easily accept Electroneum on their sites. That's another big one right there. Number 4, the announcement they made was that their partnership with Joytel, which they had signed a memorandum of understanding with back on December 1st of 2017. This deal is moving forward and they are entering the trial stages. This partnership moving forward was made possible by the Know Your Customer / anti-money laundering implementation that goes live on November 12th. You can read more about all these details here. We kind of skipped over the surface somewhat because there's a lot of details and a lot of information to potentially dive into, but of course we're going to link to this in the description below if you'd like to learn more about these Electroneum updates individually. Exciting times ahead for Electroneum. November should be an interesting month. Stay tuned. So our thanks to this anonymous contributor. As always, guys, reach out to @Garrett59 if you want to be part of the Community Speaks segment. Just send him a quick message on Telegram and let us know how and why you'd like to contribute. We love being able to make your voices heard. And in one final quick bit of news, Sundar Pichai's 11-year-old son mines Ethereum on a computer built by the Google CEO. So Google CEO Sundar Pichai says his son understands Ethereum better than paper money and is mining it at home. At the New York Times Dealbook conference this week, Sundar, CEO of Google, said that his 11-year-old son, Kiran Pichai, is mining the cryptocurrency Ethereum on a home computer that was built by Pichai himself. He said, quote, "Last week I was at dinner with my son and I was talking about something about Bitcoin and my son clarified what I was talking about was Ethereum, which is slightly different. More than slightly different, but okay. He's 11 years old and he told me he's mining it." Pichai was discussing tech addiction and the importance of limited screen time for children, according to Business Insider. He confessed that he had to explain the workings of paper money to his son, who understood apparently more about Ethereum than the nation's monetary system. Pichai added, quote, "I had to talk to him about the banking system, the importance of it. It was a good conversation." Kiran is not the only child of a Google executive mining Ethereum. In July, Google's co-founder Sergey Brin revealed that he and his son mined Ethereum, and that's according to a report by CCN. So if you have the children of the bigwigs that are naturally gravitating towards mining activities, particularly in Ethereum, that can't be a bad sign for the future of not only the industry, but for that particular project. So let us know what you think about this. Very, very brief story. We're going to link to it in the description below. But I think that's an interesting perspective really for one main reason, and it's the fact that on an intuitive level, people growing up in this very technological age, children, as young as 11 years old, in one sense, it's not surprising that they would have a better handle on digital currencies, on cryptocurrencies, on blockchain projects. It's not surprising in some sense that they would understand those better than the traditional banking sector, than the traditional fiat currencies that we've used now for decades and centuries. So let us know your thoughts on this. Certainly an interesting story. Do be sure to give us your perspective below, and do be sure you're following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News on Twitter. Also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. Check out our last video here on the right. Check out our website and smash that thumbs up, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. If you choose to invest on this weekend, I wish you only the very best of luck, but enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your time off, enjoy your personal time, family time, whatever it may be. We will see you guys soon again in a new video. Take care.